G'day viewers, welcome to another Weekend TFU edition. I may have had a couple drinkies on Friday night, and yes, I know a lot of you like it when I do it drunk, but I may have lost motivation somewhat when I got home and just sitting down and not moving seemed like a good idea. And on Saturday, I was at Oz Comic Con, which was a lot of fun, and some video from that is going to be forthcoming. But hey, let's go for some totally fucked up news stories. And there's some great ones around. A couple this week, it was the headline alone that got me. Like when you see a headline that says, an Englishman who's been missing for 13 years was discovered working as a slave on a farm in North Wales. So like, this shit really happens? I mean, I've seen all those movies where someone is off on the moors or in some remote country area and horrible things happen, whether it be, you know, Deliverance or The Hills Have Eyes, or in this case, being made a slave. And like, this shit's not funny. The guy has suffered terrible health problems from being kept in appalling conditions and forced to work day in, day out before, you know, finally being able to get away for 13 years. He was 30 when he went missing. It's okay. I really don't trust people generally anyway. But shit like this happening, okay, so this is not some sort of grindhouse exploitation film. This is shit that happened. And again, not really, okay, South Wales can get a bit remote, but fuck me. That, just, okay, people, now, I don't even trust people I know now. In fact, some of the people I know are probably more likely to kidnap someone and have them as a slave for 13 years than complete strangers. So, you know what, I think I'm just gonna isolate myself. That sort of shit is too fucked up. I don't want to be dragged into things like that. It's awful. But let's go with something slightly more mundane, fucked up in a different way. Professor, a tenured professor he's from the University of New Mexico, and apparently he's now a visiting professor at New York University. So yeah, again, not a lightweight, a serious academic. He's in some shit. For about a month ago, he just blithely tweeted, attention, obese PhD students. If you don't have the willpower to cut back on carbs, you don't have the willpower to finish your dissertation. Hashtag truth. You go with your bad hashtag and self. You're down with the kids. You're no stuffy old professor. You're a bit of a fucking idiot, which is hilarious. Again, someone, an academic with a long career, can still do something really fucking stupid. This always amuses me when you say, oh, they did that, they must be an idiot. And you don't necessarily mean they're stupid in every single aspect of their life. But smart people, measured in a particular way, can really do fucking stupid things. Now, this guy got, surprisingly, an instant backlash from this. Some people said it was fat shaming, and surely it's just factually wrong as well. I'm going to go out on a limb here, but I think there are probably some fat PhD holders out there. I think there are probably some obese tenured university professors. So on top of just being a dick, it's factually wrong. It's just like, hello, I am just an entitled, self-centered prick, and I feel like slagging someone just for the fun of it. Which, you know, it's not like I'm a complete stranger to just slagging people because I feel like it. But geez, it shits me when people won't stand by it. Because he's gone, when he gets this huge backlash, besides deleting the tweet, yeah, that works, it's like it never happened, right? He's gone and said, oh no, actually, that was research. I don't really think that. It was part of my research into behavioural stuff that if I said something outrageous, how would people react? And that's expected to be his defence. Except the reason I bring it up now, about a month later, is because his university has said, yeah, that's some bullshit right there. We've got record of all the research work he's doing, and he's doing fuck all related to trolling on the internet. So you kind of know you're fucked when your actual university goes out, instead of just hoping it blows up, it just goes around to, yeah, no, he was actually lying. when he said that. They didn't actually say he's actually a real fucking tool. I suppose you can draw your own conclusions from the thing, but yeah, if you're going to say something, stick by it. Otherwise, you're just a totally fucked up coward. Oh, and speaking of stick by what you said, I got a big laugh this week when a story broke that someone had recorded Rupert Murdoch talking to a bunch of his journalists from The Sun, many of whom are facing criminal charges largely around phone hacking and in some cases bribing police or other public officials. Now, Murdoch appeared in front of the big inquiry, refused to accept any responsibility, but said he was upset. He was sad. It was awful. I'm shocked. This is bad. This is bad. And then when he thinks no one's watching, he said to these journos, this is all horseshit. This, the whole inquiry is bullshit. It's over nothing. Oh, cops, they're incompetent. This whole thing is stupid. Don't worry, guys. If you end up going to jail, I'll look after you. Someone, like one of the journalists, recorded it secretly and then leaked it. And I love that because someone in there really either A, doesn't agree with Rupert, or B, doesn't fucking trust him because they've just gone, hey, you remember how Rupert acted like he thought it was serious? You'll be shocked to learn that, but he was fucking lying. And by someone being shocked to learn that Rupert Murdoch was lying, I'm assuming there's someone out there who has no context, who has never been aware of anything Rupert Murdoch or his media empire has done ever. Because I have no idea how someone could be surprised to learn that Rupert Murdoch is a lying, self-serving hypocrite. And of course, now there are lots of voices saying, I think it's probably time to recall Roops. Just recall him and say, hi, glad to have you back. We'd like to go back over some of your thoughts, opinions, and reactions in light of what could be called evidence that you might have been lying. That would be hilarious. Getting him up again and just watching him squirm. Slightly mean, I know, wanting to make Root squirm when all he's done is make billions of dollars by engaging in just an evil totalitarian media empire. But I'm like that. I'm slightly mean. Not like Rupert, who's a paragon of virtue. I'm a little bit mean. And I'd like to see him suffer a little for the shit he's been responsible for over the years. But hey, that's just me. And I just want to finish this week with a story. When I read it, I was really glad I wasn't drinking. A lot of people, I will see comments here, I should learn not to drink or eat when I'm watching this because you make me do the spit takes. I fortunately wasn't drinking or eating, and I still did a spit take. I saw the headline, I thought, click on that, I read it, and I actually, what? I was a spontaneous spit take when I wasn't eating or drinking. Now, the story goes that in China, the ultra wealthy have taken up a new way to indulge themselves. These are adults who pay for wet nurses. If you've never heard the term wet nurse, it's got a long history. It's for one reason or another, when mothers either couldn't or didn't want to breastfeed their own babies, they pay someone else to breastfeed the baby. That's a wet nurse. Now, this is adults who want to consume breast milk. There are a variety of reasons put forward for this. Some people say it's healthy, and of course for babies, it certainly is. It's where you get your antibodies. It's really helpful for the healthy growth of babies. I'm not sure that that translates to adults, and this may shock you, but some people have suggested that this is just some sort of sexual kink. And I'm not opposed to sexual kink, but when it starts to take on this aura of exploitation in that I've got fuckloads of money, you've got none, you will gladly take my money to let me drink your breast milk. And it's great. The service says that for some who are too embarrassed, they can actually get the breast milk that's been expressed by a pump if they're too embarrassed to go directly to the nipple. I think there guys have got a few things they maybe should be a little embarrassed about. And the real revelation in the article, okay, rich people paying much poorer women to let them suckle at their breasts. Attractive women can make more money doing this. I know, right? This is why we need a news media to tell us stuff about the world that we couldn't work out for ourselves. Attractive people can make more money engaging in sexual acts than unattractive people can. And of course, attractive and unattractive is very subjective. Anyway, but yeah, thanks news media, A, for telling me about this, and B, for stating the bleeding obvious. Seriously, China, what the fuck is up? It's like, China is arguably on the ascendant economically. You know, people are saying this will be the Chinese century. Last century was the American century. They're going to dominate commerce, industry, maybe politics. And now it looks like they also want to replace Japan as home of the weird.